So, me, Chapter 5, Season 1. What I said was, I don't think this game will last much longer. At the time, people were complaining about the whole metaverse thing, and people were like, whoa, what's this? You know, this is weird. We don't like this. Kept pushing it though. Tim Sweeney kept pushing it. And back then, I was like, the expected lifespan, at least to my eyes, of this game was like in chapter 4, like what I thought, like how long I thought this game would last. I would say years after chapter 4 at that time. I thought Fortnite was one of those games where I said this. I said that the only way they'd be able to kill Fortnite is if they killed themselves. And recently, that's basically what they've been doing. Not even recently, just ever since Chapter 5. And I'm not saying before Chapter 5 they didn't make some weird decisions. They definitely did. But this is a big one. Like, really big. Like it's bad. So if you don't know what happened, Fortnite laid off 1,000 employees for what we can tell, no reason. And I'm not sure if I will be editing this video, so there might be screenshots, there might not be. I'm not sure. I'm making this video almost in a rush. I just got home like an hour ago. But this happened back in chapter 5 where they laid off a bunch of their employees. And I was saying, like, I didn't think the game was gonna last as long as I thought it would. I still think it had a lot of years in it. Like a lot of years still coming. I didn't think it was just gonna die as soon as they lay off like half their employees and it had metaverse. I just think it was gonna slowly kill itself. And I just think they've they've now make their it's like they were bleeding and then they stab themselves again. Sorry for like the graphic visual, but it feels like that. That's genuinely what it feels like. It feels like they don't care for the game, or at least the game that, like, the aspect of the game that made them so popular. And don't get me started on the fact that they gave in the year, I think it was this year or last year, I think it was last year, a year, they gave $720 million to UEFN devs. $720 million. That is almost a billion. And you might be saying, oh, well, it might be a good thing. They're no, they're not giving it to people who actually make, thought-filled maps and maps that are are genuinely like thought-provoking. They're giving it to maps like Steal the Brain Rot, which is literally copied from Roblox, and then free-for-all maps, which are just the same as usual, and then Zone Wars, and then Red versus Blue. They're just giving it to the same types of maps over and over and over again, and they're just expecting that it will work. You can't, no matter how many times you punch a broken clock, the clock's still broken. Like, I don't understand what they think they I don't understand what they think they're trying to do. UEFN is not the future of Fortnite. Now, it's definitely, I understand the idea, but they didn't need to do this. They didn't need to become the next Roblox. Because, frankly, even though Roblox is kind of getting, kind of destroyed, and it has its issues, I don't even think it does Roblox better than Roblox. It's just a lot of issues. And by the way, these layoffs weren't just new employees or, people who didn't really mean much to the company. No, one of the recent layoffs was the lead writer of Epic Games, who has been working for Epic Games and Save the World storylines for 10 years was laid off. And then the person who made Jonesy, Ramirez, Penny, and Kyle, the four, original like main characters of Fortnite slash Save the World, was also laid off. Which their name is Vitaly I think it's Vitaly Naimushin. I'm sorry if I get that wrong. Maybe it's Vitaly. Either way, they were the person who made Jonesy, like the main character, and they laid them off for seemingly no reason. Francesca Palomara, who has made 21 of the concept arts, or just like concept arts for 21 seasons. They've made concept arts for 21 seasons. And then the biggest, or one of the biggest ones in my opinion, or at least this one got the most traction on Twitter, Evanosaurus, Evan Kinney. Evan Kinney was the person who made the replay mode. Basically, without him, photography would never exist. And like he's done a lot more. He is like that, basically that guy. Like he was, I don't know how I would describe how just meaningful this person was to Epic, or not to Epic. They weren't meaningful enough to Epic. Just they put so much into Epic just for them to lay them off. Not to mention the pay the bills excuse that they had, because they made an excuse saying, "Oh, well," because by the way, they lowered the V-Bucks. Like they lowered the V-Bucks, but kept they lowered the V-Bucks that you get from these options, but they didn't lower the price of it. And the person, sorry, their reasoning was, oh, they gotta pay the bills, which is really stupid for a multi-billion dollar company. And just so many things I just don't think they should have done. Just horrible decisions in the past. And I'm losing hope again. I always kind of did lose hope for the game, or not lose hope, but over time my hope for the game has gone down as they added kicks, they added sidekicks, they did some price shenanigans, all that stuff. I've lost hope there too, but I still wanted to remain positive, and I wanted to be like, oh, well, a lot of things bad are happening, but just keep your chin up. Right now, this is just very bad, and I would go in more detail, but just like, I just want to spread awareness, and I wanted to make a quick video, so maybe in the future I will make a video on just everything, but I just want to make a quick video talking about this. And also, I'm sick, so I'm sorry for my voice sounding weird. And once again, just please, well, I didn't say this. This is the first time saying this. Please support the people who got laid off, and just everybody who has put so much resources into Fortnite. And also, I think I planned a video. Yeah, I planned a video to come out about Chapter 7 Season 2. About I enjoy the season. How much I enjoy the season. I planned a video to come out, and I was going to make it. Because of this, I don't want to post, a positive, like, oh, the season's so good type of video around this time. So it might happen in the future, but it's no longer happening this week. I am sorry. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.